Last stream, I was working on a beat, and those of you who were in here, you would have saw my Ableton was acting up, the mouse was freezing, the graphics were tweaking, and this has been something I've been dealing with pretty much since I started streaming. I've been having glitches and that kind of thing, because I have an external monitor plugged into my computer, and I have my stream plugged from my computer into my secondary computer that uploads to OBS. When I'm just working on my MacBook, and I'm working in Ableton, there's no problems. Sometimes it gets hot, but I have Turbo Boost Switcher Pro, which if you haven't already gotten it, I definitely recommend Turbo Boost Switcher. It turns off the turbo boost, which keeps your laptop running cool. So that keeps the fans from spooling up too much. So I was on the stream, I had my monitor plugged in, the stream output from my production computer to my streaming computer. Because of that, it was making the GPU get hot. And those of you who don't know, Ableton taxes your GPU. It uses a lot of GPU power. I'm not sure why. It's just how it works. If I just have one monitor plugged in, usually I can kind of get away with it. But if I have my streaming computer plugged in and my monitor plugged in, Ableton tends to overheat my computer. So I did a ton of research over the weekend. There were really no answers, and I couldn't figure out how to get around it. I almost chalked it up, hey, I just might need a Mac Pro or something more powerful, or an iMac or something like that. I'm running a fully spec'd out MacBook Pro 16-inch. I came across a video that talked about a Mac Mini user who bought an eGPU, knowing that Ableton graphics performance is kind of taxing for the computer. A lot of people said it would not help me getting an eGPU, but I decided to just give it a shot just to see if it worked. And I got the Blackmagic eGPU, the one that they have on the Apple Store. I hooked it up through a Thunderbolt cable, plugged in my 4K monitor and my stream computer into it. Guys, it completely, totally, not only fixed the problem, but now Ableton runs quietly. I bought it used. I got it for $450. That's expensive. We shouldn't have to do that. But I will say, Ableton has been running amazing, and I've been testing it with the monitor plugged in and the streaming computer plugged in. Not only does it run flawlessly, it runs quietly. The fans are not spinning up. I did a side-by-side test, running the signal to my streaming computer from my laptop and having the external monitor plugged in, and the fans spin like crazy. And I was looking at the power draw, it was taking out like 27 watts of power with Ableton running. With the eGPU, it only uses like 4 watts of my internal GPU power. So the fans are slowed down, it's running cool, and it's running perfectly smooth. For any of you who are having issues with Ableton when you're streaming, and any of you who are having issues running a couple external displays if you're streaming, even if it's not Ableton, no matter what the program is, you might want to consider an eGPU. Some of you guys said it in the chat. Some of you said, nah, that's not the answer. A couple of you said Linus Tech Tips, plugging in an eGPU for every monitor. I'm telling you, it changed the game. What's perfect about my setup now is I have a MacBook Pro, which I can take on the road, I can take home. I don't need to have 2 computers, so I don't need to have a Mac Pro and a MacBook Pro. I just have my MacBook Pro. When I'm at the studio and I'm trying to stream and do all this stuff, I plug in one Thunderbolt cable into the eGPU, and my 2 monitors run off that. Everything is flawless. Right now, oh my God. If you listen to my old VODs and the YouTube videos, you can hear the fan in the background. Right now, I cannot even hear the fan. Here, let me put the mic up to the computer. I mean, a little bit. You can hear it a little bit, but it's very quiet. Normally it's spooling up like a jet engine. And I can't even hear it. I have my 4K monitor plugged in, and I'm streaming, and I can't even hear the fan. Needless to say, I am happy. The Blackmagic eGPU is not cheap. I paid $450 used. I think it's $700 new. It's a game changer. Now I can stream, make music, and it's silent. Just wanted to put that out there for any of you having problems with fan noise with Ableton. Any of you having problems when you're streaming and want multiple monitors. Look, you can get by with a laptop nowadays. A laptop and an eGPU, it's like I have a desktop setup. It feels finally like how it did with my iMac. But I can take this home with me and work from home. I can take this on the road with me. It completely changed the game. I finally feel like I cracked the code. I figured it out. So just wanted to put that out there for you guys, for any of you struggling with the same problem. I thought that might be helpful.